Hello, I'm Aidan and you are the listener, and this is Switching to the Future. A lame short podcast where I constantly go on about Nintendo's news, mostly in regards to Switch 2, bit of Switch 1 here and there, and yeah, I'm just gonna skim for that this week. Happy Friday, it's the 7th of February 2025, and less than 54 days until the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. Now confirmed to be at 2 PM UK time, April 2nd. Check your local Nintendo website for timings in your region. Now, let's get to business. Nintendo Music got Super Mario World's music this week. Quite nice OST. I'll go on more about Nintendo Music in a bit because this week I'm going on about it as part of Topic of the Week. And the Nintendo Switch Online Classic Catalogue's got nothing this week, but the GBA catalogue is getting Wario Land 4 next week. Quite a weird game to choose considering next week is that worry-dovey romance day, but yeah, I'll play it. I'll play it on the day it comes out. Don't have anything better to do. Also, a bunch of Switch 2 patents came out yesterday, covering mouse mode, wrist strap, a potential charging dock, how the Joy-Con connects to the Switch, the Pro Controller possibly having a mouse mode, which in my opinion is dumb, as it goes against the whole point of a Pro Controller being traditional, and also there's no D-pad on it, so I'd be annoyed, because Wii Classic Controller Pro. An excuse to release a standard-like controller for the Wii, while also discontinuing GameCube controllers. Wii U Pro Controller, a traditional controller for the Wii U, literally. Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, a traditional controller for the Switch. So, yeah. Also, Nintendo's latest financial reports came out. 150 million Switches sold overall. Also, they have plans to reduce Switch 2 scalping and promise to support Switch 1 for as long as there's a good enough demand, so yay. And got a little bit of game news. EA's CEO mentions that Switch 2 might put more energy into the EAFC and Madden sports game franchises. Well, Madden NFL sports game franchises. And if I'm correct, Madden isn't on Switch 1, so add Madden 26 to the list of Mario Kart blank, Yooka-Laylee, My Time in Evershine, and now FIFA 26, and probably also Call of Duty 2025. Quite a decent selection's being built up through implications and expectations, so as well as also like the two games that actually admitted to it. So, yeah. Also, I noticed this a couple nights back, but both of those EA games, they have the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in it. Yeah, just there. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium will appear in two Switch games in its first, Switch 2 games in its first year. That is very random. I apologise. Now, for Topic of the Week Part 8, Nintendo Switch Online Part 6, Nintendo Music. So far. Let me just open the app on my phone. So, it's been a while since the app came out. I've been reporting on all its weekly updates, and I'm going to give my thoughts. With each game console. Nintendo Entertainment System. Metroid Cartridge, Metroid Disc, and Super Mario Bros. That has not changed at all. And to be honest, I only see a couple of original Nintendo Entertainment System games that would make sense, such as the original Zelda, to add to the thing. Because the music ain't really that good in most original Nintendo Entertainment System games. Same can be said for Game Boy, which only has Kirby's Dream Land and Dr. Mario. I don't get why the NES version of Dr. Mario isn't there. I think that's similar, but it's not the same. Hopefully they add Game Boy Tetris in the future, though, because it has the iconic tune. Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Started, I believe, just with Yoshi's Island, but they've added the Donkey Kong Country trilogy. Actually, I believe Donkey Kong Country 3 was also there at the beginning. But they've added Donkey Kong Country 2 and Donkey Kong Country 1, Super Mario Kart, and this week's Super Mario World. Good selection. Donkey Kong Country series has good music. Yoshi's Island has some iconic music. Mario World, also quite iconic, and Super Mario Kart. It's Mario Kart. Every Mario Kart game has good music. Nintendo 64. Launched with just Zelda Ocarina of Time, but they've added... and Lylat Wars, aka Star Fox 64. And they've added F-Zero X, Wave Race 64, and Super Mario 64. Decent selection. Wave Race and Mario 64 have some good music. F-Zero X, also some good music. Lylat Wars / Star Fox 64, no comment. Zelda Ocarina of Time. Beautiful. Game Boy Advance. Launched with and still only has Fire Emblem The Blazing Blade. When are they going to add some more to it? Nintendo GameCube. Metroid Prime and The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. Launched only with Metroid Prime's music. Good soundtrack. Zelda The Wind Waker. Probably one of the best Zelda soundtracks out there. So, I mean, could do some more though. Like maybe Mario Kart Double Dash. Or Pikmin. Mario Power Tennis, maybe. I mean, can't really say too much. I mean, maybe Super Smash Bros. Melee, considering that one just has Nintendo-owned characters. And Kirby. Nintendo DS, launched with Tomodachi Collection and Nintendogs. Very mediocre selection. Tomodachi Collection, only released in Japan. Nintendogs, people still remember that game? Then they added Dr. Karishima's Brain Training, or as it's called in America, Brain Age. Okay, the menu music's nice, but why? Why would they waste an entire slot early on for something that has, like, 2 good tracks? I mean, I'd understand if they were to add it this week, as it would make a bit more sense. There's a bit more selection now, but... And now for Nintendo Wii. Starting with, okay, Wii menu. Has the, little startup jingle and the menus jingle. Mii channel. Wii Shop channel. News channel. Photo channel. Everybody Votes channel. Forecast channel. Mii Contest channel / Check Me Out channel. All good. I just have a few questions. Where's the Nintendo channel's music? Where's the music for the Japanese channels? And where's the music for the Today and Tomorrow channel? As, like, these aren't even all of them. I mean, it only launched with Wii channel music. Well, for those Wii channels, but yeah. Or Wii applications or whatever, but yeah. Honestly, they're going to add more eventually. Well, they should. Then they added Wii Sports' music. Very iconic. Good selection early on. Then Super Mario Galaxy, and then The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Specifically the Wii version's music. I believe it's the same on Switch. Wii U. Unless you count Mario Kart 8 originally being on Wii U and Zelda Breath of the Wild originally being only for Wii U, nothing. And since I'm in the Switch category, I'll mention the Switch versions. So, Switch. Launched with Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Odyssey, Kirby Star Allies, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Splatoon 3, up to, I believe, about a little more than a year ago, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and Pikmin 4. That's all it launched with. Decent game selection. I mean, can't say anything about Pokemon as I'm not a fan of it, but it was a good starting selection. Then over time, they added Splatoon 2 with all DLC music, minus a couple of pieces of trailer music. Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I hear is good. And Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Wow, they've barely added anything to Switch. Decent selection, though. But problem is with Nintendo Music, it's just one game every Tuesday. Nobody knows what it is. The only time there was any consistency was every 2 weeks they'd add a Donkey Kong Country soundtrack. And it's just unpredictable. For all I know, next week they could add the music for more Brain Training, or Brain Age 2, or the 3DS Brain Training. Where's the 3DS game music? Well, like Mario Kart 7, Tomodachi Life, Animal Crossing New Leaf. I just realised I don't have any 3DS games on my shelf, but I mean, there's a lot of Mario 3D Land. Where's that? So, yeah. Also, from the launch of the service, every single game that's had music added is at least a year old. Splatoon 3 doesn't even have the music from its later updates or paid DLC, though some may say it's to sell a CD in Japan. Well, if it's to sell a CD in Japan, why not release it outside of Japan, and then release it inside of Japan, and after the initial rush of people buying the CD has ended? Or just release the CD outside of Japan? Though, should I really be complaining? This comes with the base tier of Nintendo Switch Online. They're adding more music all the time. There's no advertising. I can pause the music without having to do any fancy shenanigans. Well, I'm wearing some earbuds with a button on them. And it mostly works. So, yeah. That's Nintendo Music. Next week, I'll be going on about the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. Expect a lot more ranting next week. But also a lot more positivity. So, I'm Aidan, and you're the listener. Thank you for listening. Thank you for bothering to listen without me even advertising this anymore. Thank the YouTube algorithm as well, and have a good weekend. Or day, or week, or night, or month, or whatever. It's whatever time it is, wherever it is, somewhere, I guess. And goodbye. Oh wait, I've just remembered. There's a demo for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD now. Not like anybody was really interested anyways. And goodbye for real now. Bye!